Hello, and welcome to Game 4 of the second annual Fight for the Furby tournament here at the Ladler Trivia Podcast. I am your MC, Davu. With me today, we have Kels.
Yeah, but I would do, Papa.
We have Andy.
Shana na 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 ba doop.
We have Allison. What? What's happening? Who's coming down the tunnel?
This is just picked up.
What's going on, guys?
It's
Wow.
Major. Major's in the house, Major. How you doing, Major?
I'm doing great. I love the Stone Cold music, by the way.
You're
So
welcome.
Major is subbing for Allison, and he has his own theme music.
He's yes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently
And-
that belongs to some wrestler, Andy.
So,
Davo said,
wrestler.
"Hey, I need you to get the theme song for the Bionic Man." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
I think Davo means the Bionic Woman or the $6 Million Man. I think you're getting those mixed up.
How
Davo.
dare
Well, he's
you
still
both.
bionic.
How you doing, Neil?
I'm good. I got my wrestling music over with for the day. So now I want to play some trivia. All right, as Davo mentioned, this is game 4 of the Fight for the Furby tournament. The way the tournament's shaping up so far, with each first place win getting the player 4 points, second place 3 points, third place 2 points, and last place 1 point. So far, Allison / Major have 3, and Andy, Davo, and Kels have 8, 9, and 10 respectively.
Oh, she didn't tell me the gap was that large coming in. All right.
Well, you got a lot of catching up to do.
We gave you theme music because you've got a big mountain to climb.
That's
We
fair.
wanted you to feel better.
I did tell her I'm going to do my best to not embarrass the family. And she said, it's okay because the bar that I've set is non-existent. So not even low, just doesn't exist.
Well, Major, while you're playing the game, because this is the Fight for the Furby tournament, if there is a question that you really don't know, you can opt to take the Furby freebie question, which is a ambiguously difficult question that that I'll give you. And if you get that one, then you get full points.
And
All
we
right?
get to do that
Once per
how many
game.
times? What?
One
Okay.
time per game. Probably don't want to do it more than one time a game, to be honest. Well, I haven't looked at the stats, but I don't think the players have been extremely successful with those questions in this tournament.
Huh. What leads you to that conclusion?
The fact that you keep getting them wrong, mostly.
See, when we were brainstorming this, we were talking about it. My intention was, hey, maybe instead of a super hard question, we have a super easy one. And Neil took that to mean, hey, I won't do that. So just a little twist of the knife for us.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like this question, how about this one? Ha ha.
Well, there was an evolution. They were initially supposed to be easy questions, but I was thinking about things like who's in Grant's tomb and stuff like that. But it just seemed really boring. So I decided to go another route.
Fair enough.
The road less traveled. All right.
I would
So-
like trying to be bored.
So the way the game works is each week we have a theme, and within that theme, we've got 6 categories of 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points. There's a few bonus points thrown in here and there, and then there's the final question, which is worth up to 100 points. And when I wrote this quiz, I honestly thought Allison was going to be playing. And since I knew Allison was somewhat in behind, I'll say, the rest of the guys, I thought, well, maybe I'll pick a theme that's I don't want to overgeneralize, but it's more of a feminine sort of theme. And then I found out that she wasn't going to be able to make it today, and Major was going to fill in for her. I laughed.
That's what we do, Neil.
I'm just curious, Sensei. This is a side of you I've never seen before, and Davo has never won a tournament, and I wonder at times if you felt like you should also do that for one of us.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
But honestly,
That's what I
if it was game 3 and there's mathematically no way you could win the tournament, I might have.
Okay. Because I've certainly been there.
Plus, I like
Says
Allison
Dave.
more.
Right. Yeah. That's where I was leading up to. Thanks.
Oh, no. Okay.
But we
I
got
didn't
that
know.
out in the open on a public podcast. I feel good. I feel like we had a real breakthrough today.
And that's why we come to group.
And that's why we come to group.
Thank you for sharing, Andy.
Does that make me Nurse Ratched?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you like.
All right. I'm liking this more and more. Anyway, so today's theme is dolls. Dolls.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it sort of would lean feminine.
Dolls.
Unless they're sex dolls.
Hey.
He's got to edit it.
I
That's on
presume
him.
it's a category.
That's on him.
So the first category is Barbie.
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 Question 1. What is Barbie's full name?
Oh.
First, middle, and last.
She's got a middle name?
Oh, believe it or not, I used to know this. When I worked for Kalmbach Publishing, the woman had the office across the hall from me, collected Barbie dolls. And I learned all sorts of trivia from her. And yeah, none of it stuck, surprisingly enough.
I'm like that.
I want my Furby Freebie.
Wow, Devo.
And then like the
Holy
second show
cow.
in a row.
Yeah.
You know the next question is still going to be about Barbie, right?
I do. I do. But I only get one of these.
I guess he definitely knows he doesn't know this one. So
Indubitably.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
all right. So everybody's locked in. Devo's going to take his Ruby freebie. Let's start with Kels.
I said Barbara Jean Doll.
Okay. Andy.
I believe it's Barbie Mandrell, and her sisters had a little doll country and western band.
And Major.
I went with Barbara Sue Bush.
The job of a chimney sweep comes with a great deal of responsibility.
Get used to that one tonight, gentlemen.
So I'm not going to give anybody partial credit for guessing Barbara. But her full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts.
Yep. There it is. I've heard that. Yep.
Was she a first lady?
And I believe she was from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yes, she is.
All right, Devo, pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Number 4. North Holland and South Holland are provinces within what country?
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Just out of the stress. It just freaks me out.
It's a wide open layup.
Yep.
This is a free throw shot.
Is it?
And there's dudes like doing the Humpty dance in the eye line.
Airball.
I am going to say the Netherlands.
Okay. The correct answer is the Netherlands.
Booyah.
Wow.
That would have been my guess. No,
Nicely
so
done,
bad
Dave.
about it.
Thank you.
Good job.
You didn't flinch.
I stared it down. The charging buffalo of the Furby freebie.
All right, question 2. What do Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Mila Kunis, Fergie, Amanda Bynes, and Christina Applegate all have in common regarding Barbie dolls, besides possibly owning them?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
This makes sense. I'm locked in.
Devo?
I said they were made into Barbie dolls. Like dolls were sold based on them.
Okay. Andy?
Yeah, that they all have their own Barbie doll.
Major?
They were immortalized in their own Barbie dolls.
And Kels?
They all have their own Barbies.
When and how you sweep is a vital part of curling.
Did they all voice her or
They
something?
voiced her. They had to.
No, they were all in Barbie commercials when they were before they were famous.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh.
I knew
did
that
not.
one of Mila Kunis's first
I did
jobs
not
was
know
being in a
that.
Barbie doll commercial. Yeah. Man,
Wow.
I watched
Did
Hot
not
Ones.
know that.
A slow start, but let's move on to question 3, which isn't going to be any better.
This is fun.
Name any 2 of Barbie's siblings, many of whom are now ominously discontinued.
Any
Ominously.
two? Oh, any two? Come on.
Any 2
I didn't know there
for 5
was.
points each.
I was locked and loaded with one.
I've got 7 on my list.
Oh, wow. It's the Brady Bunch.
No wonder
Jeez.
they got a big house.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
dream
Wait.
house.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it. I'm locked in.
I want my free question.
Poor Major. I'm so excited to talk sports with the guys again and hang out, and it's all Barbie dolls.
Yeah, there are no sports dolls questions in this quiz.
Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm locked in.
All right, I'm ready. Locked in.
All right. So, Major, you took your Furby freebie.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Andy.
I know 3. It came to me. I remembered Skipper is the first one. Then the other 2 came to me, Chrissy and Tootie. I'm not making that up. Those are legit.
Tootie?
Like
Tootie.
Facts of
From the
Life?
Facts of Life, Tootie?
Facts of Life Tootie, though it's not the Facts of Life Tootie.
Okay.
Kels,
I said Skipper, and I'm guessing Stacy.
Devo.
I said Skipper and Brandy.
Ooh.
Oh, she's a fine girl. What a good doll she would be. Unfortunately, her heart belongs to the sea.
So, the answers I have are her first sister was Skipper.
Yes.
Then there was Stacy. So Kel's got both of
I got
those.
points.
Then there were the twins, Todd and Tootie.
Wow.
And that's Tootie, like Tutti Frutti Tootie, not Tootie as in
Yes.
Toot Your Horn Tootie.
Mm.
Then there were Chelsea, Kelly, and Christine.
Dang it. Only got one.
I think Christine went with Chrissy.
Yeah, I gave you that. But then you got
Okay.
Tootie also. And so that put you over the edge
Okay.
because you
That's
got that bonus
right.
one.
Skipper, too. All right.
Well, you didn't say Skipper, did you?
Yeah, I started
Oh,
with
yeah,
Skipper.
yeah, you did. Yeah, so
Oh,
I like that. I love that 2 men in their 50s are arguing over Barbie dolls right now.
It's only a matter of time.
all right, Major, give me a number between 1 and 4.
Oh. 1.
1. You get a true or false question.
Oh,
All right,
no.
50-50. Here we go. Flip of the coin.
Oh. Major.
True or false? Coney Island is only reachable by a bridge.
Oh, no.
Well, I guess by boat also.
Okay. I was going to say.
False. You can get there on the subway. Thank you, the Warriors movie.
Come out and play.
Well, you got the right answer, but not for the reason that I had here. It's actually not technically an island anymore because it was connected via landfill about 100 years ago.
Wow.
Really?
So it's not really an island anymore.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Huh.
Nice.
I heard of the Coney Island Expressway, right? Is that a thing?
Think so.
No.
Okay.
You might
It
be
sounds
right.
like something
The
on
Long
Urban
Island
Dictionary
Express?
that you probably
Long
shouldn't
Island
Google.
Expressway.
Right. You probably shouldn't be saying on the air.
Got the old Coney Island Expressway.
You can make anything sound dirty.
All right. And question 4. In 2001, MGA Entertainment introduced a series of dolls that gave Mattel and Barbie their first serious competition and led to Barbie sales dropping by 30% by 2005. What line of dolls did MGA create, which led to multiple lawsuits?
Locked in?
I'm going to lock in lawsuits. What the H?
I didn't know they took it to the people.
Yeah, I was locked into you said lawsuits, so I don't think it's what I think it is now.
Yeah,
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm locked in, but I'm not happy about it.
You remember Kels, you remember what the name of the bailiff was on People's Court? Because I know it was George Wapner. Who was the bailiff?
I can't remember.
Was it Bull?
No,
that's
Night Court.
Oh, the bailiff, Rusty.
Rusty.
I'm
Rusty the bailiff.
locked.
Yes.
Rusty the bailiff.
I
I'm
was
locked
thinking
in.
Night Court.
Thanks though for trying to get me off. I'm trying to think of a doll's name, and you're like, "Hey, let's come up with something else we can think of names for." While he's trying to think. I think we're all locked in now.
All right. Start with Major.
Oh. I remember, I don't even know what they look like. I think they have bigger heads. They don't really look like Barbie, so that's why I'm not even sure if it's Barbie. But I vaguely remember Bratz. So I went with Bratz.
Okay. Kels?
I also went with Bratz.
Devo?
Bratz.
And Andy?
Bratz with a Z.
Correct answer is Bratz with a Z.
All right.
All right, let's get these points.
The lawsuit, I don't think was so much that they were like copies of Barbie, but that the guy who created the Bratz, Mattel claims, was still working for them when he designed them.
Intellectual
Probably
property
any sort of-
stuff.
Yeah.
So they were saying that Bratz ought to belong to them because he still worked for them.
All right. I should have felt better about it. The lawsuit thing made me think it was like copyright infringement, and I got a little shaky there.
It was Arby doll or something.
Arby dolls. Get a free beef and cheddar with every purchase.
The Arby.
All right. At the end of round one, Kels, Andy, and Major all have 20. Davo has 25.
Thank you, Netherlands.
Thank you, the Warriors.
Come out and play. Yay.
I already
It was
used
a
that
video
joke.
game. It was a fighting game based
It was
on that
a-
movie.
Yes, and the game was actually the game was good.
Yeah.
All right. Category 2 is maybe more up your alley is G.I. Joe.
Oh, action.
Whenever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there.
Man, if there's a wrestling category,
I'm in like Flan.
I'm gonna be so
come
excited.
on.
Sweet.
No, I didn't. There's no Sergeant Slaughter in here.
Oh,
That's what you're getting at.
Those big honking ones from the 80s that
Like
were
the
like
big rubber
solid
one?
rubber that you
Yeah.
could kill somebody with.
I had a junkyard dog one.
I had a Hulk
Oh, I had-
Hogan.
I have crates of the smaller ones in my parents' attic. Had them all, and all the ring. Oh man,
Nice.
Question 1 in G.I. Joe. What toy company created G.I. Joe?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
locked in.
Davo?
Hasbro.
Andy?
Hasbro.
Major?
Hasbro.
And Kels?
Hasbro.
It is Hasbro. You guys are probably all going to get this one. I thought it might be a little bit trickier for Allison. What is the name of the evil terrorist organization that the G.I. Joe team battles?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Andy?
Cobra.
Major?
Cobra.
Kels?
Cobra.
And Dava?
Cobra.
It is Cobra Command. Question 3. There's a new G.I. Joe live action movie coming out in July of 2021. How many previous live action G.I. Joe movies have there been?
Oh.
Live action.
Mm.
I'm probably going to not know about one, but I'm gonna go with
Likely
what I
must-
know.
Me too. Locked in.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
Furby freebie.
Bail.
Okay, let's start with Major.
I really feel like I know one for sure, but I feel like there's two. And it just feels like there's several that could have gone straight to DVD. But I'm going to say two.
Okay. Kels?
See, I'm kind of in the same vein. I know two for sure, but I'm worried there might be like a loose one out there that got, went straight to sci-fi or something like that. But,
Yeah.
Roger Corman's.
I like the idea way you describe it. Like one of the G.I. Joe movies has gone rogue. He's got his own operation going. We're not sure where he went.
But I went with two as well.
All right. And Dava?
Did Joseph Gordon-Levitt play Destro or Cobra Commander?
Cobra
Destro.
Commando.
Oh,
No,
Cobra Commander?
Destro was Doctor Who dude. Christopher
Eccleston. Christopher Eccleston. Yeah, you can't think of a more intimidating Cobra Commander than Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Like Jesse Eisenberg.
I have not seen one of these movies.
Who would ever cast him as a big villain?
Hasbro.
I said 2 movies.
Okay. The correct answer is there was the Rise of Cobra in 2009. There was Retaliation in 2013. And those are the only 2.
Yes. Yes.
Are they worth seeing?
I was about to say, what did The Rock get himself into with a third one? Okay.
They're bad. They're bad movies.
Good to know. All right.
Okay, Andy, pick a number between 1 and 4.
1. We're number 1. Feeling good about this.
Are you?
I am.
What percentage of 15-story or taller buildings don't have a 13th floor?
Oh, this is
That's diabolical.
Right. Come on, Mr. Confidence, you got it.
How dare you?
I love that the one before this was a true false question.
And this one is math. These are the disadvantages.
I was paying my dues and you were banging cheerleaders. All right, before I answer, I'm trying really hard not to look stupid. 0%. Every building that's 15 floors or taller has a 13th floor.
Is that your answer?
That is my answer.
Well, of course they do. They just may not be labeled 13.
There you go.
I was expecting Andy to throw out like a 75.
Yeah. I've been to hotels that go from 12 to 14.
I'm breathing again.
And question 4 in G.I. Joe. What comedian was honored with his own G.I. Joe figure in recognition of his numerous USO trips to entertain the troops?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Kels.
Bob Hope.
Devo.
Bob Hope.
Andy.
Bob Hope.
And Major.
Bob Hope. Gotta be.
Correct answer. Bob Hope.
Bob. So, Major or Kells, did either of you send off the requisite number of proofs of purchases to get the William Refrigerator Perry G.I. Joe figure?
Man, no, I did not.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I had a very few G.I. Joes. I had like 4 or 5 G.I. Joes, but the majority of my collection, humble brag, majority of my collection was in crates of wrestling action figures, like previously stated.
I had piles and piles of G.I. Joe, and I got he was wearing, dungarees, military dungarees, a tank top that's had 72 on it, and his weapon, he didn't have a gun. His weapon was a steel football on a chain.
Wow. No, I didn't even know
movie
that
we
existed.
needed.
Yes.
That's the piece of the trilogy we're missing.
I'm going on eBay after we're recording. I need that.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare, man. Good luck.
Oh, if I would have known at the time.
I did have a Steve Austin doll. You could roll his sleeve up.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No, the real Steve Austin. You could roll his sleeve up and see the bionics in his arm.
You tried telling Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I had the same doll, and it had the bionic eye that you could look through the back of his head.
Yeah, it was like a little.
I had that too. You could look through the back of it and see with his bionic eyes.
I had that.
Well, I'll tell you that even with Andy's Furby freebie, the 4 guys were perfect in the G.I. Joe category.
Is that the first time we've ever had everybody be perfect?
It might be.
Wow.
I have to go back and check my statistics. That I don't
It can't be many times that.
Yeah.
But so after round 2, Kells, Andy, and Major are tied with 60, and Devo has 65.
65. The chase.
Thank you,
Now-
Netherlands.
Now we're going to move on to dolls around the world.
Oh boy.
Yep, this has took a turn.
Question 1. What is the name of the little matron nesting dolls from Russia?
Oh, I know this. I was just
Walk
about to
in.
call them Russian.
Of
nesting
course you are.
dolls.
You eat that Russian food all the time. I don't know what that meant.
That was still being
caviar.
worked on.
No, I was gonna say herring in a fur coat. You've eaten herring in a fur coat.
Yep.
Herring
And
in a fur
actually,
Yeah.
the girls, the last time they visited Russia, they brought me back nesting dolls that are the Chicago Cubs lineup from, I think it was the year before the last year Sosa was in the lineup.
Holy crud.
They're awesome. They
And
all
it's
have
funny
their names.
that the longer you have that set, the smaller he gets.
And oddly, the whiter he gets.
And the
which is
whiter
really
he
weird.
gets. It's crazy. I'm locked in.
I know this isn't right, but I'm locked into.
Oh, yeah. I'm locked in.
Okay, let's start with Andy.
They are Matryoshka dolls.
Oh, crap on a
thank
cracker.
God.
Major.
I just said Russian nesting dolls. I was hoping it'd be right.
That's what I wanted to say, but I know Neil would give me no points. He's probably still going to do the same thing, but I said babushka dolls.
And David.
I also said babushka dolls. So babushkas are grandma,
Right.
and matushka is mother. So you start,
Mm.
But they are Matryoshka dolls.
they are matushka dolls. Shit.
Question 2. The most popular Japanese mayonnaise brand is named after a type of doll which was extremely popular in the early 20th century. The original dolls were made in Germany out of bisque, but celluloid knockoffs were made in Japan in the 1920s and were often given as prizes at carnivals. What are
What is
they?
happening here?
Oh, I got it with the last one.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
I cannot believe I'm doing so well in this.
I have no idea. Locked in.
Okay, let's start with Major.
QP dolls?
Okay. Kels.
Hello Kitty.
Deva.
Cupid dolls.
And Andy.
Cupid dolls.
Correct answer is Cupid dolls.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I had no idea what he was talking about till like the last 4 words of that question. Like, oh, now I got it.
Yeah, the most popular mayonnaise is QP mayonnaise in Japan. And it was the same company.
I didn't know that.
I love me a pastrami on Cupid.
Oh.
On Cupid or
Well,
with Cupid?
Well,
Because that implies
either way.
you dip pastrami in a bowl of mayonnaise.
yes.
What's wrong with that?
I can get
Nothing.
behind that.
Oh, God.
Everything.
I mean, if you're doing keto, how else are you going to have a pastrami sandwich?
That's very true. That's very true. I don't know what I was thinking.
All right, question
Get your head
3.
in the game, Davo.
I know.
A type of figure called a cagane is a popular addition to the Catalan nativity scenes from Catalonia, Spain. It's generally a male figure doing what highly inappropriate activity?
Whoa.
Careful, Andy.
I know this is kind of a wild guess for you guys, but I thought it was such a great doll.
All right. First off, I really think we need to come up with a rule where you can't just create nonsense words and shoehorn them into questions.
God, nonsense words.
You'll have to
I am
speak to the
so sick of that.
Catalonians. You'll have to speak to the Catalonians whether or not that's a nonsense word.
I'm going to go with my first instinct here. I'm probably wrong, but
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
That you put into
Let
a
me
nativity
write something
scene.
down. Locked in.
Okay.
Locked in.
Let's start with Davo.
Oh, man. All right. We're setting the bar kind of low here. I said urinating.
Okay. Andy.
I said taking a wee.
Major.
I also said urinating.
Oh, wow.
Kels?
Said chewing with their mouths open.
How would you do?
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have a
Yeah.
problem with that?
it's going to be number 2.
It is number 2.
Dang it.
No.
They're dropping their pants and pooping.
Too far.
How
They
do
usually-
you know he doesn't? He's just not one of those people that like to squat when he pees.
That-
Maybe
fair
we're
point.
right.
Fair point.
Fair point.
I think it's
No.
that a lot of the dolls have poop under them.
Oh,
They
they,
do
actually,
not.
they sculpt the actual deuce.
Stop it. This is a family show.
Lovingly handcrafted.
Okay, I it's not that I don't believe you. I just want to see it. How do you spell that?
Caganer.
It's in the details.
Well, holy Moses. He is copping a squat. there it is. Here's one of Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, they make celebrity versions. There's like a Trump version, and
Oh no.
How do you,
No,
how do you
here's
spell this
a,
again? I'm sorry.
Here's an Angela Merkel with a mask on.
I don't know if my POA would be thrilled with me putting one of these in my front yard for the holiday season.
Probably not.
Why wouldn't you?
This is incredible.
Oh,
You
boy.
learn something
For a
new every
future
time.
trivia episode, the world's
Wow.
largest version of this is 19 foot tall, defecating giant. And he appears to be in the middle of a mall.
Oh.
So my
Oh
thought
my God, you should
process.
see what the defecating giant is leaving behind, too. It is spectacular.
Oh wow. So my thought process was, okay, he could be yawning, he could be doing something like that, but highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
He's probably urinating on like the manger or something, like in behind it or something. Nope.
now in context, that
I
would be
briefly thought of
moderately-
number 2.
To be
The
fair, they
poopin'
do
Putin is pretty good.
they do usually put them some distance away from the manger.
Well, that's only
That's a
courteous.
sign of respect. Yeah.
Okay.
That is
I just found the
crazy.
Star Wars versions of these.
Don't go diving into that hole, man. You're gonna that thought hole is gonna lead straight to hell.
I'm way too deep now.
I think Andy's found a new thing he wants to collect.
Yep, here's another hobby I need.
It's cultural.
Right. And it's probably just about as popular as model trains with the girls.
Maybe more so. All right, question
Maybe
4.
not.
More a piece of art than a doll, the blank of Willendorf is a limestone fertility figure found in Austria and estimated to be about 27,000 years old. What goddess fills in the blank of Willendorf?
Okay, I'm locked in.
Locked in.
You said,
Locked in.
did you say fertility?
Yes, they believe it's a fertility figure.
Uh,
All right, let's start with Devo.
I said Aphrodite.
Andy, what's your answer?
Athena.
Major?
Venus.
And Kels.
Venus.
Correct answer is Venus.
Oh, all right.
Wait a minute. Aphrodite and Venus are the same thing.
What's the
However,
thing
if you
called?
search for Aphrodite of Willendorf, you won't find any hits. But if you search for Venus of Willendorf, you will.
Technicality.
That is
Oh,
I'm just saying,
shade.
it's well known as the Venus of Willendorf.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was thinking, man, that is the second one in a row. I was like, oh, son of a. Okay. Serenity now. Serenity.
At the end of round 3, Kels has 70, Devo 75, Andy and Major have 80. It's anybody's game.
We know our dollies.
Apparently.
Question or category 4 is music.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
You may or may not be happy to know that the LyricBot 5000 has the night off.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
These are actual questions.
Okay.
Question 1. Doll Parts, released in 1994, was the most popular song by the band Hole and was released just a week after the lead singer was widowed. Who was the lead singer of Hole?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
Kels?
Courtney Love.
Major?
Courtney Love.
Andy?
Courtney Love.
And Devo?
Courtney Love.
Kels, I'm just curious. Did you have any idea until I got to the last part?
Well, I knew that she was the lead singer of Hole.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. That's all I know about Hole, though.
Same.
That's all you need to know. They're not that good.
I
Not
like
good at
Hole.
all.
I like Hole. At
They're
least
not,
that song.
they're not bad. They're just not great.
All right, question 2. What Danish-Norwegian pop group was sued by Mattel in 2000 for their song Barbie Girl?
Locked in.
Oh my gosh. I need a second.
Locked
This is
in.
gonna kill me.
See, I figured little 7-year-old Allison would have been rocking to this song.
Oh, I know.
Wasn't this the song I pranked you on, Davo,
Yes.
in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
That what? What happened?
When Dave and I were having a prank contest in the basement of Mullins Library at the U of A, and one morning I came in extra early, and I put an MP3 player back in the day. I think it was what they call those first iPods. Or no, yeah,
As he was
iPod.
about to say it, he was about to say what they call those
I
first
hit an
iPods.
iPod in a speaker playing Barbie Girl on repeat in his office and walked away. I put it in the ceiling or a locked closet or something. I forget where I put it.
You put it in the janitorial closet. We couldn't get to it
Nobody
until you
could
showed
get to
back up again. It was horrible.
It
so
was
bad.
epic.
You rascals.
I know.
All right, Major, what's your answer?
It's wrong, and I hate myself. But I just said Ace of Base because I didn't want to waste any more time.
Oh,
Oh,
Andy?
It's not right. I know.
Oh, Ace of Base had a song that was called Nazi Girl. Different.
Yeah.
hey now.
Well,
None of the girls were neo-Nazis. It was one of the guys. So it'd be Nazi boy.
Andy, what's your answer?
Aqua.
Deva?
Ah,
Aqua.
And Kels.
Aqua.
Correct answer is Aqua. So, trivia nugget. So Mattel sued them for basically defaming Barbie. The lawsuit was dismissed by lower courts, and then the appeals court judge, he concluded his ruling by saying, quote, "The parties are advised to chill."
Wow.
Nice.
And then about 10 years later, Mattel used a modified version of the song in a marketing campaign. So I guess they forgave Aqua.
Get
Yeah.
over it.
All right. It's time to class this bitch up a little bit. Who is the composer of the Nutcracker?
Locked in.
That's it's
Spelling counts.
Oh, come on.
No, just kidding.
it's
I'm locked in. Could be
you know what's stuck in
Babushka.
my head right now?
I was just going to be the same joke. It's
Barbie
Mr.
Girl?
Matrushka.
No. Fortunately, it's not that. It's Dostoevsky, and I know that's not it. That's
No.
That's a 5-tool player if I ever heard one.
That's Crime and Punishment. Once I started writing this, I realized I can't spell it at all.
No. Everybody gets that first letter and then we're done.
Yep.
Phonetics is fine.
Okay, all right. Yep, locked in.
All right. Andy?
Tchaikovsky.
Yes,
Devo?
Tchaikovsky.
Kels?
Tchaikovsky.
And Major?
Tchaikovsky.
Correct answer is Tchaikovsky.
Let's class this bitch up.
Aqua to Tchaikovsky. That's how you know.
That's a great segue.
So
Well, Courtney Love to Aqua to Tchaikovsky.
This pod
Where are we
has
going
range.
next?
we're going to go a little obscure. So I originally wrote this as a 2-part question, but I think I'm going to make the second part the easy mode for half points,
Okay.
because I suspect that one of you may know the answer without the extra part. So the question is, what musical duo that describes themselves as Brechtian punk cabaret was formed by Amanda Palmer and Brian Viglione?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Now, two of you know it.
I'm gonna need that easy mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
The easy mode is neither one of these people are from Germany.
What? Did Barry write this question?
Neil, we said we would like the easy mode. I don't know.
There's a
my
clue
goodness.
But if you've never heard of the band, then it'd be really hard to.
At all.
Well, they're pretty short-lived.
All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in too.
All right, let's start with Devo.
They did Coin Operated Boy. They did a song called Sing.
Oh.
They did Girl Extraordinary. They are the Dresden Dolls.
Oh,
Right.
Flexing the Dresden Dolls muscle, huh, Devo?
Heck yeah. Actually, Neil, you got something wrong in the question.
That's right.
Well, it was formed by Amanda Palmer and Brian, but her actual name is Amanda Palmer.
Great.
wow. Is this a book report now, or?
Yeah, Amanda Palmer.
Actually,
Wow, two of them.
Her actual name was Amanda McKinnon Guyman Palmer, but
Yeah.
I mean, you might have something with your F bomb.
Duo F.
I was just
they always come
I
in
was
pairs
just-
with Devo.
I was just
Don't.
Oh,
No.
Do it.
all right, fine. I'm done.
I will pull this podcast over and I will come back there.
Kels, what's your answer?
Well, I'm not right, but I tried to stay on theme. I said the Goo Goo Dolls.
I'm laughing because I said the same.
All right,
My man.
Andy.
The Dresden Dolls. And when you said it was obscure that one of us was going to get it, I was sure you're going for the New York Dolls.
I almost did, but I could not find a question that would even be remotely fair to the
would be
average
tough.
trivia player. I was trying to go with the Buster Poindexter angle, but
Yep.
if you don't know who the band leader of Saturday Night Live was in the early mid 80s, you're just not going to know who Buster Poindexter is unless you know that song. Hot.
He was the cab driver in Scrooged.
Yes, he was.
Really?
He
Yeah.
plays it very well, too.
He was in a few episodes of HBO's magnificent opus Oz.
Is he still with us?
Yeah.
As
good.
far as I know, but I'm not going to say anything more just in case.
Yeah.
There you go. So him you respect, but not Fat Five Freddy.
But Fat Five Freddy's been dead a long time.
Stop it.
See. See.
Wow.
I'm double checking, but
For some
yes,
reason, I
David
thought he was
Johansen is
gone.
still alive. He is 71 years old now.
Thank goodness. It's a better place with him in it.
Okay, and scores. Still pretty close. We've got Kels and Major at 100, Devo 115, and Andy 120.
Making it two in a row tonight.
Make or break time.
Now we come to movies.
Oh. And then Kells takes the lead. Let's move on to the next category.
Because they're easy to write, these are tribons.
Yay!
I'll
Yeah,
give you
Trayvon's.
3 actors and or actresses, and you tell me the movie.
Okay.
Question 1, Steve Carell, Leslie Mann, and Diane Kruger.
Locked in.
I know all of these people.
Yeah, I do too, and I can't imagine them in a movie together. What am I? What's the Steve Carell
and,
movie with?
Steve Carell and Leslie Mann? I can. That's easy.
The Diane Kruger is messing me up.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
throwing me all the way off.
I don't. Oh, what's the name of that movie?
That's the point of the quiz, Andy. If I told you, it wouldn't be very much fun.
Got it.
Man, I'm struggling on this. Man, I'm struggling. I don't know. This must be a newer movie.
I know why you guys don't know this.
I'm going to punt.
I'm going to take my Furby freebie.
Let's start with Davo.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
And I'll tell you the reason you guys probably haven't heard it is because almost nobody watched it. But
It looks so stupid.
let's start with Major.
The movie is Welcome to Marwin. And you're right. I wish I shouldn't. I wish I didn't watch it.
Oh, you've seen it.
That's dedication.
Oh, wow.
You're that guy,
You're that
I'm the
guy.
guy who's seen that movie.
Andy.
See, I remember this because this movie on paper should be a slam dunk for me. Because
That's
I
why
love
I
Steve.
saw it.
I love Steve Carell. And the movie is.
I love
is
Lamp.
The movie. Damn you. Because now my brain is, what is that from? What is that from? Welcome.
That's
I love
Anchorman.
Lamp. Oh,
That's
yes,
Anchorman.
of course. The guy builds models and takes pictures of them. And the models come to life. And so I'd heard about this movie and really wanted to see it. And Wendy and I were watching something else, and this trailer comes on. And it was also one of those trailers that tells you the entire movie.
Oh, those are the
So
worst.
I feel like
Terminator
I've seen it
Salvation.
because this trailer went on forever. And like literally, it was the whole plot. And I walked away like that was the stupidest idea. It looks so bad. So yeah, welcome to Marwin.
Correct answer is Welcome to Marwin.
Mm.
So, Kels, pick a number between 1 and 4.
I'm going to go with the answer, number 3.
Number 3, for most of its history, what was the capital of the Roman Empire?
You
I don't
are
like this
cruel.
question. I don't like this question.
And we have a guest today.
No. Man. Don't.
Can't you be
Neil.
nice in front of company just once?
To be fair, he kicked down the door with a chair in his hand. So
He really did.
Drove a Miller Lite truck down the ramp.
All right. My pen ran out of ink. That's got to be symbolic. I have my answer.
And what is your answer?
Rome.
Rome? Does anybody else have any guesses?
Wow, just let him know.
I was going to say Constantinople.
Constantinople. That's what I have in parentheses over here.
I was thinking Rome.
I was going to say Rome just because Neil's mean.
So, so Rome was initially the capital.
And they moved it to the east.
Yep.
Constantine.
From about
Byzantium.
476 until 1453, it was Constantinople. So for over 1,000 years. Sorry, Kels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And by sorry, I mean I really don't have any particular feelings about it one way or the other.
I feel bad
It's
for
just
you, Kels.
It's just a game.
He's like the six-fingered man. It's like, I just stole a year of your life. Please tell me how you feel in as much detail as possible.
That's what I wanted to say to be kind of clever. I'm like, no, it's obviously, and didn't punish myself for it. It's Rome. Of course it is Rome. But no.
Why would they call it the Roman Empire if it wasn't in Rome?
Disrespect.
It's the Constantinopolitan.
You can hear him relishing your pain while he's talking to you.
He just
He's like
understands
savoring
it.
your pain.
Well, you guys are doing really well tonight, and so
We are.
I like
You
it
gotta get some
when
fun somehow.
I've had a couple of sweeps, and but hey, you guys are collectively 3 for 4 for your Furby freebies tonight.
That's
I
true.
had to point that out.
It's
huh?
true. Yep.
It would have been 4 for 4, except Kels blew it.
Mm.
Wow.
All right, question
that's-
2 in movies. Tom Hanks, Jim Varney, and John Ratzenberger.
Locked in.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
Locked in.
Devo,
Toy Story.
Kels,
Toy Story.
Major.
Toy Story.
And Andy.
Toy Story.
I'm guessing that could have been most of the Toy Stories.
Just Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2. Jim
Jim
Varney
Varney
died.
died. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, the correct answer
No,
is Toy
but I
Story.
I guess I didn't know that.
They might have used his voice still in the later ones.
What character was Jim
it's
Varney? I'm trying to remember.
The stretchy dog.
The Slinky Dog.
It's a Slinky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I think they might have used either that or they got a Jim Varney impersonator.
They got a guy who sounds a lot like Jim Varney. He was in Waterboy, the farmer guy in Waterboy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Scout Dilly out dog. Yeah. I like that.
Also Joe Dirt fame.
Yes.
Fame? We're gonna call it Joe Dirt Fame.
Wow. I have never seen an episode or Joe Dirt, not 1 minute of it.
No
Joe
one
Dirt,
has.
not
It's
one.
a movie.
All right, question 3. We've got Mark Wahlberg, Mila Kunis, and Joel McHale.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Now, I know this is because actually I just rewatched all of these a few weeks ago. I was grading papers. I don't know why I like these movies. I suspect Davo hates these movies.
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay, Kels,
Ted.
Major,
Ted.
Andy,
Ted.
and Devo.
Ted.
It is Ted.
Davo, you hate these movies?
I
Because
do.
Mark Wahlberg's in it.
No, Seth MacFarlane is the devil.
But
I
you
don't
didn't
know
even
how
like
you
the
can
Flash
hate Seth
Gordon.
MacFarlane.
He's condescending to his audience. And
He
he's
is
incredibly
not.
self-indulgent in his. Yes, he is.
He's
How long did you
Incredibly
watch
self-indulgent.
self-indulgent in his show. What?
How long did you watch wrestling? Because you described Vince McMahon.
Right. Yeah, that's why I don't watch WWE anymore. I just watch AEW.
That's fair.
But not even
And-
I figured you would have liked the Flash Gordon throwback.
I liked that. And the sad thing is to me, is that he has moments of being really funny and really creative. It's just he loves his own material so much that his jokes last too long.
You mean
Fair.
the Conway Twitty bit?
Yes. And the epitome of that is when Peter Griffin hurt his leg. He's like,
And it got longer and longer.
yes, I hated it.
That's
hated it.
I understand.
All right, final question in movies is Anna Kendrick, Justin Timberlake, and Zooey Deschanel.
Anna Kendrick,
Wait a minute.
Justin Timberlake, and
No idea.
Locked in.
so it's not.
Locked in.
So it's not Alpha Dog.
I've seen
Well,
this
no.
movies more
Okay.
times than either
Okay.
of you could imagine humanly possible.
So it's a movie they've seen a lot in the Venable household. That means it's trash.
Wow, that's
Excuse
disrespectful.
you, sir.
That's really
Yeah,
disrespectful.
you're we yeah.
Allison wears that badge proudly.
Yeah, Major. Just accept it and move on.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, I'm trying to bring a little culture in my house. We watched Minari this weekend. It's fantastic. Highly recommend.
I gotta guess.
So what you're saying is you're classing up that bitch.
Absolutely. In the words of Neil, classing up that bitch.
Immortal words.
The house, not my
I'm
wife. I want to be very clear about that.
Right. Allison, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like them.
Phrasing.
We're still doing that?
We're still doing phrasing?
Is everybody locked in?
No, still.
No.
I'm locked in.
All right, Andy, what's your answer?
Welcome to the Dow House. I have no idea.
We got fun and games.
Right.
Devo,
Trolls.
Kels,
Trolls.
and Major.
I say take your pick. Trolls World Tour, or Trolls Christmas Special. All available on
Okay.
Netflix.
Let me
Wow.
be clear. When I said that it's been seen multiple times in the Venable house, it must be trash, and you took umbrage with that. You had Trolls in your back pocket. That was what you were going with.
Well,
Andy, I honestly think
Wow.
you should watch Trolls World Tour because I think you would actually really enjoy it from a story, structure, and probably music standpoint.
Really?
The message is undeniably excellent for anybody who's a fan of all kinds of music.
I will make this promise to you.
by it.
Before the school year is out, I will watch Trolls while
World
grading
Tour.
papers. Trolls World
Trolls
Tour.
World
Writing it
Tour.
down.
Trolls World Tour.
Yeah.
I do have to say when this topic, this theme was my wife's idea. And when I was kind of telling her what the movies were, she was like, okay, well, you should have The Boy, you should have Child's Play, you should have Annabelle, you should have Puppet Master.
Oh man.
And I'm like, no, I don't. That doesn't really work for Tri-Bonds because anybody knows was in any of those movies.
Brad
And she
Dourif,
reluctantly
that
agreed
guy,
that I was right.
and that other guy.
But that's where her mind goes when she thinks of dolls.
That's fair.
Anyway, at the end of round 5, our scores are thus: Kells has 130, Major 140, Davo 145, and Andy 150.
Wow.
Anybody's game. So category 6 is about the time I actually ran out of doll questions. So
It would happen to me in category 1, but go ahead.
Potpourri.
nope. Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Crap.
This is gonna be interesting.
We'll start with an easy one. I'll give you a point off for every year that you're off. How old, as of right now, is Dolly Parton?
Ooh.
She's immortal, so this
If I
Infinity is not the correct answer.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Ageless, timeless, Betty White-ish.
I think Betty White's older.
Yes.
Easily.
I've locked in with my number.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Let's start with Andy.
I think she's a baby boomer. So I'm going to say 75 years old.
Davo?
I'm going to say 70.
Kells.
72.
And Major.
75.
She is, as of this moment, 75 years old.
Oh, crap.
Wow.
Wow.
On the nose.
So I got
Also recently on a CBS Sunday morning episode.
Oh.
Quick
so
plug.
I got Andy and Major with 10, Kells with 7, and Davo with 5.
Yeah.
Question 2. What Dolly Parton song reached number 1 on the U.S. country chart in 1974 and then had another artist version spend 14 weeks on top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 1986?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I started writing something down, but I was like, it can't be that. That's way too early.
Curse you, Kells. I regret my answer.
Now I'm struggling just to think of Dolly's songs. I keep Two in the Chamber, but that's not really.
You probably have the same two in the chamber.
I thought of a third, but I don't know if it was remade, but I'm gonna go with it just because I know it's not the other two. I'm locked in.
Okay. So, Davo.
I said, I Will Always Love You, and I am probably wrong.
Kells.
I said Jolene.
Major.
Jolene.
And Andy.
I Will Always Love You. I am probably wrong. I think it's Jolene.
So, in 1986, Whitney Houston spent 14 years at
you're
the
right.
top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart with I Will Always Love You.
I think I misheard that.
See, Kells had me
In
talked out of it.
1986.
I was going to say that was 88.
I
when
was.
Kells said that was too early, I was like, oh, that's right. That might be late 80s.
I'm seeing it. She recorded it for The Bodyguard in 1992.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why I said Jolene too.
Yeah, I screwed that up. No, I think since I messed it up and you guys would have, you both would have answered that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you would have said 90 something, I would have guessed I'll always love you. That's what I started to write until you said 86.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. So everybody gets points for that one.
So,
No.
Even the sensei is allowed to make a mistake now and then.
just once a millennia.
I didn't know gods made mistakes, particularly vengeful, wrathful gods. Swear to God,
hear
that's
that?
thunder. That is
Hear
a
that?
lightning strike right by my house.
Yeah.
Sensei,
Careful,
I'm sorry.
Andy,
I will
careful.
never doubt you again.
All right, we spent too much time on that. Question 3, here's an easier one, I think. What city and state is Dollywood in?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I'll give you half points for just the state.
Locked in.
Now,
I feel like it's too obvious, so it's gonna be wrong. You know, like
yeah, me too. I'm locked in.
All right, Kels,
I said Nashville, Tennessee.
Major.
I was going to say Nashville, but I think it's Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Andy.
It's in Tennessee, and there's also a railroad there, and they use actual Baldwins from the 1920s. Do I get a bonus for that?
Like
Alec
Alex
Baldwin?
Granddad?
Yeah,
or
Daniel?
something?
Steve.
No, Baldwin narrow gauge steam engines.
Oh,
She's got 3 of them.
Gotcha.
Oh, I
No,
get those confused all the time.
Yeah, sorry.
Which one was in Biodome?
No, it's a steam engine, so you couldn't have one in a dome because everybody would become fixated by the coal smoke. Gosh, don't you know?
So,
My
Andy,
bad.
your basic answer is Tennessee?
Yeah. I don't know the city.
And Deva.
I said Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, you all got the state right. I think Major was closest to the town, but the town is actually called Pigeon Forge.
Oh,
Pigeon
Forge? Is that where they make all the pigeons?
I've never asked that question. So
Ironically, it's where Thor's hammer is made. I wouldn't guess.
Pigeon Forge.
Down yonder, they make their Mjolnir.
I wonder if that forge might be more of a river crossing kind of forge rather than.
No, probably
Could
not.
be.
Anyway, question 4, our final question. The first successfully cloned mammal was named after Dolly Parton. What type of
Locked
mammal was it?
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
I think I was in the 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade.
That sounds about right.
Which puts me in my 40s.
Major,
it's a sheep.
Andy,
It's a sheep.
and Devo.
Sheep.
Kels.
Beep beep. It's a sheep.
It was made from the cells of the donor's mammary glands, and the scientists decided that Dolly Parton had the most magnificent mammaries of any other mammal, and so they named it Dolly after her.
Great.
That's science.
Science.
You got some science in here, man.
Sort of.
Well done.
All right. At the end of our regular rounds, the scores are Kels with 162. Devo and Major have 175. Andy has 185.
Ooh.
Okay.
Andy
So-
It's mine to lose.
Did you guys know that Barbie has had over 200 careers in her life?
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
I did not.
No,
Careers. Okay.
Careers, yeah. And so I found a list of STEM careers as defined by the National Science Foundation. And then I went through every one of I went through every one of her 200 careers,
Mhm.
and I came up with a list of 17 Barbie STEM careers according to the National Science Foundation. And I just need you to give me any 10 for 10 points each.
STEM careers.
Pole
Gotcha.
dancer isn't a STEM career, right?
For
How
the
dare
record,
you?
Just checking.
STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
So whoever guesses best.
I guess I gotta get a little specific.
This is horrible. I was really excited because I was writing down like
Malibu
president.
Beach.
Yep. Too. Most popular sellers or something. And no, let's get some science up in here.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you this word from our sponsors.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
Internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast, Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
And now, back to the show.
Tells you have to get 3 more than 8.
I'm on 8. Oh gosh, come on.
I'm on
5.
I got 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more.
Number your
He
paper.
still does not.
ASMR.
Did you guys know that Barry made answer sheets for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Really nice answer sheets. I haven't printed them off yet. I'm gonna once I fill out this notebook.
He did it like 3 months ago.
Yeah, it was great. I just haven't had a chance to print them off yet.
Thanks, Barry.
Barry, you're the best.
Simply the best.
Shout out to the bear dog.
Mana. Dee, 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 dee. Mana. Dee,
Do,
dee, dee,
do,
dee.
do, do.
Mana.
Okay. Is everybody locked in?
Locked in.
Yeah.
Yes, locked in.
Okay, here are Barbie's STEM careers.
All right.
Number 1, in no particular order. Number 1 is architect,
Got it.
Got it.
astronaut,
Got it.
Got it.
astrophysicist,
Good.
which is different than a physicist, computer engineer,
Got it.
Nope.
geologist.
Dang it.
Nope.
No.
And I've got computer programmer. Specifically, she was a game developer. Then robotics engineer,
Dang it.
Nope.
No.
rocket engineer,
Got
rocket
it.
scientist, paleontologist.
Yeah.
No.
These are listed separately. I think they're kind of the same thing, but I kept them separate just to give more options. One is polar marine biologist,
Mm.
and the other is SeaWorld trainer, which I would have taken as a non-polar marine biologist.
What about just biologist, Barbie?
Did you answer biologist?
I put biologist, Barbie.
Did you put Barbie next to all of these?
I did.
Okay, you
That
get 2
makes
extra
them
points for
real.
doing that. I'll give you half points for just biologist.
Okay, fair.
So then we've got dentist,
Got it.
Got it.
eye doctor,
No.
No.
doctor, specifically pediatrician.
I have
Got
Dr. Barbie.
I'll give you doctor.
Yeah.
I have doctor as well. Okay.
Nurse,
Nurse.
Oh, why did I think? Oh, that one
So-
seems kind of obvious.
just FYI, nurse is specifically why I mentioned that I was looking at using the NSF definition of STEM careers, because other people don't necessarily include nurse as a STEM career. It's STEM adjacent.
STEM Jace.
That's not my phrase. That's their phrase.
No.
16 is surgeon.
Nope.
Got it.
No.
And number 17 is veterinarian.
Oh. No science educator.
What about archaeologist?
No.
I had chemist, mechanical engineer. She was a botanist.
I had
mathematician Barbie.
Chemist. Yeah, mathematician. I had that.
All right, let's start with Kells because he was in 4th place. How many did you get?
I have 7.
7. That brings you to 232 points. You're currently in the lead. By the way, did anybody besides Major write Barbie after everyone?
I did not.
Who we were talking about.
Does that make my questions answers void?
No, but it does give Major 2 bonus points.
Oh,
I didn't either.
And I didn't think anybody would do
That's
that,
brilliant.
but because he did.
He deserves that kudos.
he deserves that.
That's a lot of extra.
Thank you.
Okay, so Davo, how many did you get?
I'm not even mad at that. That's
I got 6.
6 brings you to 235. You are ahead of Kells by 3 points. Major?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points for the biologist Barbie.
5 and a 5.
And then whatever bonus points you would graciously bestow upon me.
So that's 5.5 for your questions, and then an extra 2 gives you 57 for your final question, which brings you to 232, tied with Kells.
Wow.
And Andy.
I got 7.
7 brings you to 255, the clear winner. Now we have to deal with a tie for the basement.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh.
This is the second tie question that I've had to deal with, and I don't usually write.
With me as well.
Major, this is Allison's chance. You know, I mean, there's a lot riding on this for you.
A lot of pressure.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Okay, let's try this one for a tiebreaker. In what year was Barbie introduced? Whoever's closest gets 1 point.
This is a real challenge.
I have a guess.
I'm not going to overthink it. Locked in.
Ooh, going with the heart of the cards.
Table. I'm also locked in.
Okay.
I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Occasionally, so what?
Let's start with the home team, Kells.
It's 1954.
Oh,
You got to be kidding me.
Major.
Did you say 54?
No
I
way.
would lie if I didn't have some scruples, but I also said 1954.
I was
So it
guessing
doesn't
55.
It's unbelievable.
So we got to scrap that one and go to
Yeah, try,
shootout now.
no, just make new guesses.
Oh,
No.
I was
No.
really
Another
No,
question.
we're going to double overtime. New question.
New question. Okay.
New
We
question.
got to know the answer to that one, and then we go into double overtime.
Overtime.
Okay.
Well, what's the answer?
Oh, the answer is 1959.
Oh.
And I thought I was overshooting it with 54.
I was thinking 60.
60.
Yeah. Mainly because it's a round number.
Well, Davo, you would have won, except that you weren't
Yeah,
playing.
but you gave me Istanbul. Jackass.
Okay, in what year was the original 12-inch line of G.I. Joe dolls introduced?
12-inch line.
This is a great question. Andy, what do you think? Who do you think's got the edge? Heart of the cards.
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, Kells is cool,
locked in.
calm, and collected, but, you know.
I hate to interrupt you, Andy, but the answers are in.
Let's go to the answers.
Okay, let's start again with Kells.
1946.
Oh, 46 is a good guess.
I think that's a little early.
Yeah, but, you know, Major's playing with a lot of heart. You know, a lot riding on this.
Major.
1949.
Ooh.
So we got a
move from
46 from Kells and a 49 from Major. Correct answer is 1964.
Wow. 64?
Third place.
in a shocking upset.
It's appropriate, too, that both of them were so far off in their battle for the basement.
It was
Really
pretty far.
that in this field of questions, they were both clueless.
If you're not last, you're first.
Our two youngest competitors clearly have no idea about history or the scope of time.
This is truly one of those matches where we can say there are no winners, just
Well, except
losers.
you jerk.
Right, except me.
So where does that leave us in the tournament, Neil?
Tournament wise, Allison / Major now has 5 points. Kells has 11. And Dibbo and Andy are tied at 12.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you had
Aye.
an insurmountable lead by all of the shit talking going on.
Meanwhile,
Well-
Allison, a Cinderella story, about to come out of nowhere.
coming out of nowhere. Well, thank you very much, Neil, for some excellent questions. Was Helen the inspiration for this?
That was her idea, yeah.
Thank you, Helen, for a wonderful
Well done,
match.
Helen.
Our first double overtime match in the history of Brain Ladle Trivia.
I should point out, as a tradition for the Brain Ladlers, we all just thanked Helen, and Helen, like all of our wives, does not listen to our podcast.
No, she never heard it.
Yeah.
One time we had a power outage, and so I said, "Hey, do you want to listen to an episode of Brain Ladle?" And she was like, "Okay." And I played it for, I don't know, like 5 minutes, and she's like, like she was kind of drifting off. And I said, "You don't really like it, do you?" And she said, "You guys laugh too much."
We have too much fun here at the Brain
Too
Ladle
much
Trivia
fun.
You really did find the
Podcast.
right
Too much
girl there,
fun.
Neil. You
That's
really
a great
did
endorsement.
find the
Can
right
she write a
girl.
review?
Yeah.
No, she can't be bothered.
So, from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your MC, Davo, with Kells.
You just can't keep a good guy down, yeah.
With Andy.
From my all-time favorite quote episode of Brain Ladle, "Hey Jack, Neil just called you an idiot." So long, Ladle Brainers.
Deep cut.
Deep cut. Love it. Major.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.
And the Sensei Neil.
I don't know what that
I'm a
is.
Barbie girl. In the Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. Undress me everywhere.
Ooh.
Imagination. Life is your creation. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party.
You hear the range, the vocal range? I'm like,
Wow.
Wow, that was beautiful.
You spent
Signing
hours
off.
on that one.
He was rehearsing. I could tell.
Thanks for helping us out tonight, Major.
yeah, man.
My
Thanks,
pleasure,
man.
gentlemen.
Greetings. This is the Brain Ladle Lyric Bot 5000. You can reach us on Twitter at LadleBrain, on Facebook at Brain Ladle Productions, or on our website at brainladletrivia.com. You can join us on Patreon, where a $10 donation will get you a show invite. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
But Simon had my phone.
Okay, we're recording now. You may proceed.
All right. 5,
Whenever you're
4, 3. See, the idea, gentlemen, is
Sorry.
there has to be a complete lack of laughter in a moment of silence. Otherwise,
Man, Neil
It's
just got
not a
one
moment
more
of
in there.
silence.
It was perfect.
Okay. I'm good, man. I'm
ready.
solid.
I'm ready, Andy.
Yeah, I'm done. I want to get this done.
how many of those can Davo open? All right. Guys, I have to take a 1-minute break. I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry.
No, we're doing well on time. We're fine.
He's got to go do a Kagane.
Comedy transcends generations and borders.
It does.
And nothing's funnier than poop.
That is true. That is a true.
Andy?
I got it right.
Andy forgot his name.
Athena. Sorry, I forgot to write it down, and I got up. We had a little interruption there. I forgot to write it. So let me start over again. Say Andy, and I'll say
Andy?
Did you forget your name again?
No, I didn't hear him. I got my headphones turned down so there won't be echo. Let me turn my headphones up. Try it again.
Anybody's game.
Turn over my paper.
And then
Was somebody slapping somebody just now?
I think it was a pen clicking or something.
Oh, okay.
Did I guys ever tell you the story about when the rocket engineer, a rocket scientist, pulled a gun on me because
What?
she was? Yeah, it was a long story. I'll tell you later.
Oh, please.
Catch us on
Podcast just got
Patreon.
weird.
that's
The
the
conclusion
biggest
to this story.
That was the biggest Patreon cliffhanger of all time.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.